It's the second airport Azerbaijan has opened in less than a year on land that was under Armenian occupation before the 2020 Karabakh War. Located in Azerbaijan's south, near its border with Iran, Zangilan International Airport is set to become a key air hub in the region. But recent clashes between Azerbaijan and Armenia is raising concerns about the area's long-term stability and its goal to become a major transport line in the South Caucasus. Let's take a look at this report. And for more on what this new airport could mean for the region, joining me now from Seattle is Jeanene Mitchell. She is an international development and studies expert on the South Caucasus. And Zaur Gasimov is joining me from Warsaw. He is a senior fellow at the University of Bonn. A warm welcome to both, and thanks for joining me on Straight Talk. So, Jeanene, could you talk to us about the strategic importance of this airport and how will it contribute to the region's connectivity and transport lines?
Yes, absolutely. Well, first of all, if we're talking about the development of airports in Karabakh in general, it's important to acknowledge Fuzuli, which was the first airport, which was opened about a year ago. And this is an important hub for access to elsewhere in Karabakh because of the number of regional roads that connect there. But when it comes to the Zangilan Airport, which of course was just opened, this is really the gateway to what Azerbaijan refers to as the Zangezur corridor, which is the route through this unique region of Armenia, which is envisioned to be a connecting point between mainland Azerbaijan and the enclave, or the exclave rather, of Nakhchivan. Mm-hmm. This is a mountainous and unforgiving territory in Karabakh, and airports allow for quick and easy transport in and out of the region. Very important logistically, of course, for the redevelopment of Karabakh as well. There's a lot of materials that are needed for the ambitious reconstruction program that Azerbaijan envisions. But I'd also like to acknowledge the symbolic importance of both the Fuzuli and the Zangilan Airport. These were built quickly. They are a source of pride and, again, a symbol of Azerbaijan's commitment to rebuilding Karabakh. And, of course, the support of Turkey in the development of Karabakh, as well as these airports, is important to acknowledge as well.
So, Zaur, besides Azerbaijan, who else stands to benefit from such infrastructural projects? I mean, are there going to be more projects? And is this viable, given some objections from regional countries?
I guess if the peace would be sustainable in the region, the entire region could profit from the Bonn airport that could boost the entire region, particularly the Southern Caucasus, of course, but also beyond. That could have an importance for the Middle East, for that part of the region.
So, Jeanene, how have peace negotiations, which took in several European cities between Azerbaijan and Armenia, have played out so far? Have there been any tangible outcome?
Well, I think, the most recent meetings in Prague were very significant. We saw Armenia and Azerbaijan recognize each other's territorial integrity. And now we have this EU observer mission, which is on the ground. And I think that this is very important for not only showing the communities and the countries themselves that leaders are willing to meet and to work for peace. But, we have it looks like there's going to be hopefully a peace agreement by the end of the year. At least this is what we're hearing. And of course, we've seen the engagement of both the EU and the US recently. Russia is in the picture as well, with talk of having peace meetings or a meeting by the end of the month. Mm-hmm. So yes, I think we have some very tangible progress that is a cause for optimism in light of the escalations which happened in the past month.
So Zaur, are you optimistic? And could you talk to us about Russia's position here? As Jeanene just mentioned, a new round of peace talks will be held under Russia's watch. And how is this going to help that process?
I guess I'm a bit more pessimistic with this regard because we see with the recent military drill conducted by Iran on the Azerbaijani-Iranian border for the second time, by the way, within of 1 year, we see that there are actors in the region not quite interested in the sustainable peace between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And that changed somehow the geopolitical view of the region. They were accommodated or adjusted to for a couple of decades, and that shows that it's much to do with this regard. But hopefully both sides, both Armenia and Azerbaijan, would find a way and sign the peaceful agreement.
So, Jeanene, what's really at play here in the latest round of tensions between Azerbaijan and Iran, and why have efforts to open the Zangilan economic corridor impacted Iran?
Well, I think beginning with Iran's interest in not seeing the Zangilan corridor be opened, previously for the past 30 years. The land connection between mainland Azerbaijan and Nakhchivan went through Iran. And obviously, this was of strategic value to Iran. Iran has been a supporter of Armenia. They have an interest in not seeing strong cooperation between Turkey and Azerbaijan. But at the same time, Iran would like to maintain their ability to develop a north-south transport corridor. And I think there are concerns on behalf of Iran that the development of a route connecting through Siyunik and the Zangezur economic corridor would impede their ability to do that. And so this is really what's at stake.
But correct me, Zaur, if I'm wrong. Didn't Iran and Azerbaijan sign in March a memorandum of understanding allowing for new trade and communication links connecting the East Zangilan region of Azerbaijan and Nakhchivan? So has this memorandum of understanding been derailed?
That they did that. I can just second it. But in the same time, there are new dynamics. Iran is, we are witnessing countrywide protests in the last months. The nuclear discussions, the whole Vienna process is menaced to be dropped because of the Iranian exports of drones, selling of drones to Russia in order to be used to combat Ukraine. I mean, all that showed that the ruling party in Iran can try to canalize the attention of the population towards the foreign policy, towards some military conflicts on the borders of Iran, somehow trying to divert the attention from the internal problems of the country is really heavily faced.
So, Jeanene, what kind of message Iran has sent by opening a consulate general in Armenia's southernmost province of Kapan? Is it openly siding with Armenia, and is it in Armenia's favor to have Iran on its side?
Well, I think Iran has been clear in expressing a strategic interest in partnering with Armenia, rather. And so I think there's nothing hidden there. Iran has also expressed that they want to preserve the historical borders of Armenia and Azerbaijan, and so in that sense, I think
But the question is, Jeanene, are these, reopening of new trade roads, do they pose a threat to Iran and Armenia's territorial integrity?
I think the opening of new routes for trade does not pose a threat to the territorial integrity of any country, unless, obviously there are political differences between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the political status of what is referred to as the Zangezur corridor. So that is a question mark. But I think for all countries in the region, they all stand to benefit from connectivity and from transportation and trade routes being developed.
So, Zaur, what do you say? Is it going to cause some friction in Turkey-Iran ties moving forward? And where do you think Turkey stands now? Could it still play a facilitating role in this problem?
Hopefully not. But the gestures or messages Iran is sending are both for the internal auditoria, but also for the foreign countries, just saying that I am here, I can operate, and we know that there are new military drills now close to the border with not with Azerbaijan, but with Iraq and with Turkey. So seemingly Iran tries to maybe also enter or obtain a new image in the region also, and that shows the very strongly the coercion of the dynamics in internal and exterior policy of the country. But I get that the relations between Ankara and Tehran are so multidimensional in the entire region that both sides would find a way also somehow to negotiate in the region. But at least the military drills close to the Aras River and Azeri-Iranian border, of course, that is a factor that shows how fragile can be any attempt to start negotiations, and how important it is to conduct them.
All right, Jeanene and Zaur, unfortunately, we'll have to leave it here. Thank you very much for joining me on Straight Talk.